Step outside your front door right now. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Solid. Permanent. Boring. Even. Now imagine that same spot, 4.5 billion years ago. There is no ground. There is no door. There is no you. There is only a ball of molten rock, spinning through darkness, so hot that its surface glows like the inside of a furnace. If you tried to stand where your house now sits, you wouldn't just die. You would vanish, instantly, into vapor. So here's the question that should keep you up tonight. How did that asterisk, a hell of fire and poison gas, become this asterisk? A place with oceans, forests, coffee shops, and you, reading these words? The answer is stranger than anything science fiction ever imagined. Let's go back. All the way back. Our solar system begins as a spinning cloud of dust and gas, left over from a star that died in a supernova. Gravity starts pulling that dust together, grain by grain, rock by rock. Slowly, violently, a young Earth is born, but it doesn't look like a planet yet. It looks like a battlefield. Space rocks the size of mountains slam into the surface every single day. The impacts are so frequent, so relentless, that the entire planet stays molten. Imagine standing on an ocean of lava that stretches to every horizon, glowing orange-red under a black, starless sky, because there is no atmosphere yet to scatter light the way you're used to. There is no blue sky. There is no sky at all, in any way you'd recognize. And then, something happens that changes everything. A collision so violent that scientists still debate exactly how it unfolded. A planet roughly the size of Mars, one researchers have nicknamed Theia, slams into the young Earth. The impact is so catastrophic it nearly tears our planet apart. Debris, vaporized rock, molten metal, shattered fragments, is flung into orbit. That debris slowly clumps together into a glowing ball of fire in the sky. Your moon. Every full moon you've ever watched rise is a scar from a wound that almost destroyed the planet you live on. Next time you look up, remember, you're looking at the aftermath of an apocalypse. But the Earth survives. Barely. And now a new mystery begins. How does a molten hellscape turn into a living world? The answer lies in something you'd never expect. The sky itself starts raining rock. For hundreds of millions of years, Earth is bombarded by asteroids and comets, in a period scientists call the Late Heavy Bombardment. Many of these objects carry something precious frozen inside them. Water. Impact after impact, ice turns to steam rises, and slowly, an atmosphere begins to form, thick with carbon dioxide, methane, and sulfur. Toxic to you, but absolutely essential to what comes next. As the bombardment slows and the crust finally begins to cool, something remarkable happens. The steam in the atmosphere starts to fall. Not as gentle rain. As a downpour that may have lasted, according to some geologists, for thousands of years without stopping. Lightning constantly rips across a black sky. Thunder rolls over an empty planet with no ears to hear it. And the water pulls into the first oceans on Earth. Here's what should surprise you. Some scientists believe liquid water may have existed within just 200 million years of Earth's formation, far earlier than we once assumed. Tiny crystals called zircons, some over 4.3 billion years old, contain chemical signatures that suggest oceans existed while the planet was still shockingly young. Which means the story you were taught in school, a slow, gradual cooling over billions of years, may be wrong. Earth may have gone from inferno to ocean world far faster than anyone expected. And that raises the real question this entire journey has been building toward. If you stood on that early shoreline, lit by a sun nearly a third dimmer than the one that warms you today, breathing an atmosphere that would kill you in seconds, staring at a sky with no oxygen, no birds, no green, would you recognize it as Earth at all? Because here's the unsettling truth. Nothing about early Earth would comfort you. The sun looks smaller and redder through a thick haze. The moon hangs enormous overhead, so close that it drags brutal tides across the planet, and days last barely 6 hours, because Earth spins far faster than it does now. If you could survive the air, the gravity of that fast spin alone might throw you off balance. And yet, in one of these poison oceans, something happens that nothing in the universe has ever done before. Somewhere, in a tide pool, or a deep-sea vent, or a pond struck by lightning, scientists still argue over which, simple molecules begin arranging themselves into something that can copy itself. Not alive, not yet, but not quite lifeless either. This is the line. This is the moment matter starts becoming biology. And once that first molecule learns to replicate, it never stops. Not once, not ever, across 4 billion years, all the way to this very moment, in your body, right now. Every cell in you, your heartbeat, your thoughts, the electricity firing in your brain as you listen to this, is an unbroken chain stretching back to that first spark in a poisoned ocean, on a planet that looked nothing like home. So if you stepped onto Earth 4.5 billion years ago, you wouldn't find a version of your world waiting to be discovered. You'd find its enemy. Fire instead of forests. Poison instead of air. Chaos instead of calm. But somewhere in that chaos, quietly, without anyone to witness it, life began preparing a 4 billion year journey toward a single outcome. You, standing on solid ground, breathing easily, reading these very words. The planet spent half its existence trying to become livable, and it only had one chance to get it right. It did.